Hey guys, this is the Epic Gamer Boy here, and today we're going to be doing a updated phone collection or updated device collection of March 2023. Yes. I said I was gonna do it like later on or something since I'm like getting a little bit more devices soon, but I was like, why not? Since my collection did grow a lot comparing to like last time I made one. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we get started, I just want to say that today we're gonna be making this collection video a bit differently. Yes, I'm not using the tripod because I don't have like any space here to fit my tables and stuff, so yeah. But and also this time I'm just gonna like not power any of like the older iPhones on or like phones I don't use much on because I don't want them to go crazy with notifications and I don't want to leak any of more of my personal information. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, let's get started with like the iPhones I have. So over here we have like a lot of oh shit. Sorry about that. Over here we have a lot of like iPhone 4s and 4Ss. This is so hard to carry with like one hand. I need to be careful not to break with them because yeah. I think yeah. I I mean, what I heard over the past is that the iPhone 4 and 4Ss they do feel kind of fragile even though they have like a nice glass front and back. Because they can crack over like many drops. I mean, other phones can, but I feel like the iPhone 4 for like back and screen can feel weak or durable sometimes. So let's get started. So first up we have is like a iPhone 4. This one is white. This one is white CDMA. This one's 8 GB. This one's also in like really good condition. Oh yeah, because I have the original box for it. Works fully good if no issues. Next up we have is a GSM iPhone 4. This one is 16. This one is 16 GB. 16 GB, and it works fully good if no issues as well. Next up we have is another CDMA iPhone 4. This one has like a little bit of a chip down here. And it does have like a lot of wear, but other than that it works good with no issues. This one's also 8 GB. Next up we have is iPhone 4S. This one is white 16 GB. It's also in good condition. This one has like no wears. Like you can see along the edges. And it works fully good with no issues. Next up we have is a GSM Y iPhone 4. This one's 8 GB. And this one does have like a lot of wear. I actually remember this one. I got this one in like a lot from like a friend of like a bunch of like iCloud locked iPhone 4s and 4Ss, but this one fully works, so yeah, and it's cool. Next up we have is a iPhone 4S. This one is 16. Well, this one's 32 GB. This one is 32 GB. 32 GB iPhone 4S. Black. This one's in good condition. This one actually does have some wear, but it's hard to see. Like you can see, this one has some case marks. And yeah, why does the battery feel a bit sticky? I don't know, but yeah, it works good. And lastly, we have is another GSM iPhone 4. This one I actually found I actually found in like a Target bin, or actually this one I found in like in a Target bin because this one has like a sticky home power button. Yeah, this one I got it on like Mercari for about a nice deal of price, and it works good with no issues. This one, the home button feels a bit iffy, but I guess sometimes it's kind of normal for these iPhone 4s and 4Ss, so yeah. Alright, moving on, we're gonna do like the iPhone 5 models. First of all, we're gonna do like the ones without the cases. So let's get started. So first up, we have this an iPhone 5S. This one is 32 GB. I think one of the Space Gray 5Ss, I actually do have the original box for it. So yeah, this one is 32 gigabyte. It works fully good with no issues, and yeah, really nice. Next up we have is another iPhone 5S. This one's likely, oh yeah, this one's likely 16 gigabyte. I remember because this one has a little bit of more wear, and that one's in like more good condition. But yeah, it works fully good with no issues. I think some of these 5Ss do have like bad batteries on them, but this one works fine. Or I think this one does have I think the battery on this one does drain a little bit faster. So this one's 32, this one's 16 gigs. And this one here we have another iPhone 5S. This one's also 32 gigabyte, and it also works fully good with no issues. And yeah, it's really nice. Next up, we have is the iPhone 5. This one is white, 16 gigabyte, mint condition, no issues, works fully good. I think all these works fully good. Next up, we have the slate black iPhone 5. Now, we all know that the slate black iPhone 5 does scratch easily, but this one's actually like little mint condition. Like when I look up like iPhone 5s on like eBay, Mercari, and stuff, I see like a lot of them with like scratches, but I don't think like that much scratches like really affect the phone. But this was like in like little mint condition, nice housing, and works fully good. Yeah. By the way, these two are both 16 gigabytes. Next up, we have the iPhone 5C. This one is yellow, 32 gigabyte. This one used to be in like a white housing, but my friend like color swapped it because I had like two white ones. But yeah, it works fully good. Yeah, but it works fully good with no issues. It's actually stone dead because I don't use this that much. Next up, we have is a pink iPhone 5C. This one also has some case marks, but it works fully good with no issues. I actually do like the pink iPhone 5C. I think my favorite color of the iPhone 5C is yellow, blue, and pink because they look really nice. And yeah. Okay, now on to like the iPhone 5 models with the cases on. So first up, we have is a iPhone 5C. This one's white, 32 gigabyte, and it works fully good. By the way, all my iPhone 5Cs I have are all 32 gigabyte, and they're also really nice. So here we have is a blue iPhone 5C, also 32 gigabyte. Works fully good with no issues. Here we have an iPhone 5S. 16 gigabyte silver. Works fully good with no issues. This one's also in like very mint condition. It has a Tech 21 case on it. I actually remember when I got this thing, it has a life-proof case. But unfortunately that life-proof case kind of broke, but I guess the life-proof case kind of protects this phone really well. And yeah, it's really nice. I actually do like the silver iPhone 5S because it looks really nice. And lastly, we have is an iPhone SE first gen, 64 gigabyte silver. The battery health on this one is 84. I had this one for over a year, and it seemed to be pretty nice. I actually did main this in like May last year, but it was actually not that bad. I mean, it's still a cool phone, even though comparing to like nowadays the iPhone 14 Pro, like it looks pretty small, but it's still pretty cool and nice overall. Alright, now on to like the bigger iPhones. So starting off like the 4.7 inches. I actually do have a lot of 4.7 inch iPhones, but I know I'm missing the iPhone SE3, but who cares? Or stuff. So first up we have is the iPhone 6s, 64 gigabyte space gray. I got this one from a friend back in like November 2021. I mean, the battery health got through a lot, and this phone has also been through a lot, but it works fully good. The battery health is now 74. When I first got it, it was like 93. but it's fully working stuff. Next up we have is a iPhone 6. This one's also 64 gigabyte space gray. Actually, I got this recently, but I forgot to make a video on because I got this from like Walmart online. Has a nice screen protector on it, and it works fully good with no issues. I finally have like a fully working iPhone 6 because most iPhone 6s I get are like broken ones, but I do have like gotten like iPhone 6 Pluses over the times. I think speaking of that, I think when my space gray iPhone 6 Plus broke, so then I got a gold one, 128 gigabyte. The 6 Plus. But this is a 6, it works fully good with no issues. 64. Next up we have is an iPhone 7. This is my dad's old phone. It's 32 gigabyte black. It has like 75% house right now. I actually did have this phone for a while back in like 2021. But yeah, I mean, it still works overall. And next up we have is another iPhone 7. This one is 128 gigabyte black. This one's 32 gigabyte. This one's 128 gigabyte. And yeah, really nice. I have an iPhone 8 in all colors. So we have gold, red, product red, space gray, or black. They should have just called this black because this looks more black. I mean, but if you look at like the sides, it looks a little bit gray. And silver. So yeah. Hold on, I forgot to show you guys the battery health for this. So for these phones, I'm so sorry about that. So I mean, this one already did, it's 74. This one is 83. I'm sorry if I can't prove it to you that, because I don't want my phones to go crazy over notifications, because some of these I haven't powered these on in a while. So yeah, or actually I'm gonna show you like what I have on my iPhone 6. Here it is, powering on. Okay, so here's the iPhone 6. Works fully good with no issues. I'll try not to show my serial number. Yeah, this thing has unexpected shutdowns and has 82% health. Yeah. Yeah, but as you can see, it does work fully good. I did put my stuff on it, and it's really nice. So, yeah. And for the iPhone 7s, this one is... Actually, I did set the battery health. This one was 75, and this one's 100. So, yeah. Okay, so, all these iPhone 8 are 256 gigabyte, except for this one here. This one is silver. This one is silver. I mean, this one is 64 gigabyte. And for the battery health, this one's 100. This one's 100 because this one came with the original box. This one has almost never been used, because I got this one from, and this one is 256 gigabyte. Okay, these two are 256 gigabytes. So, and oh yeah, the battery health on this one is 81, and this one is at 78% battery health. I actually had this one for a long time. This one I got on my birthday. This one I got from like my mom's friend on my birthday. And this one I got it in like last year's summer. Over here I have two iPhone SE 2nd gen. So we have this one, which is 256 gigabyte black. It has 86% battery health. The one I'm recording on has like 93% battery health and 256 gigabyte. This one here is 128 gigabyte red and has 87% battery health. It's also really nice. Okay, so there's actually a few more phones I want to show you over here. So we have an iPhone XR. This one is 128 gigabyte, black, has 97% health. I actually got this one on Christmas, and it's actually a really nice Christmas present. I got this with the red iPhone 8. We have an iPhone 11. This one is SIM locked to Straight Talk. It's 64 gigabyte black, and it works fully great. I mean, even though it's like SIM locked, but it does work fully good. And yeah, really nice. And this is my main phone here, my iPhone 12 mini. Oh wait, hold on, sorry, I forgot about the battery health. This one is at 98. Here's the iPhone 12 mini. I've been maintaining this for like a couple of months now, and the battery life on this is kind of not that good. Like the SE second gen dies fast. 86% battery health, but yeah, it's still a really nice phone. And yeah. And over here we have an iPhone 11 Pro. This phone's also really nice. It's 64 gigabyte. This one has 82% battery health, but it actually lasts longer than my 12 mini. I don't feel like turning this on because it's kind of been a while since I turned it on. And actually I'll do it because if you guys are curious of what's on it. By the way, this time I will edit this. It's gonna be a lot to edit, so yeah. I just want to make this video as quick as possible. But as you can see, it has like 82% battery health, works fully good. So it's also really fast, which is nice. I have okay, now we're gonna move a little bit to, okay, so now we're gonna go through a little bit of some Android devices. So we have a Moto G7 Plus. My mom used to have a phone like this in like 2021. It's actually really nice. It's actually really nice, and the color on this is actually nice. It works fully good with no issues. We have a Galaxy Note 3. This one also works fully good with no issues. It does have a little bit of screen burn, but it fully works. But it works good with no issues. Next, we have a Galaxy S5 Active. This one also works fully good with no issues. This one on AT&T. This one on Verizon. Next up, we have is a Galaxy S6. Works fully good with no issues. Galaxy S7 also works fully good with no issues. And a Galaxy S10. This is one of my best Android phone I have. It seemed like it seemed flamingo pink, and this color is actually really nice. Yeah, so 128 gig, 32, 32, 16, 32, and 32. Over here, I have some plus size iPhones. I forgot to show them, so I'll do them right now. So first, we have is a iPhone 8 Plus, 64 gigabyte space gray. This one's actually MDM bypass. I actually tried everything I can, and it does the dark MDM locks. Like as long as this phone works good, and yeah, it's nice. We have another iPhone 8 Plus. This one's 256 gigabyte gold. This one's actually like a replacement of my old one I used to have because my old one broke again. So yeah, now I have this one. By the way, this one, the battery health is 82, and this one, the battery health is 83. So yeah, both of these are unlocked, works fully good with no issues. Next up we have is a iPhone 7 Plus. This one is 128GB rose gold. Unfortunately, my previous iPhone 7 Plus broke because the baseband died. Well, you wondering how did the baseband die? Well, I kind of like dropped it a lot of times. I mean, I think that could happen because I've seen like iPhone 7s with bad basebands before. But yeah, so I have a rose gold one. This one's 128GB, works fully good with no issues. Does have like a bunch of it does look really scratched up, but I don't think it really affects the phone. So and it does have like a screen protector on. You can actually, yeah, works fully good. Battery health on this one is 85. And over here, and last we have is an iPhone 6 Plus. This thing's 128GB gold. 6 Plus. And the battery health on this one is 73. Not that good, but it's a really this is a really nice 6 Plus. So yeah. I also want to show you guys my AirPods I have. So this one is a fake AirPods, but it does work like an actual AirPods. And this one here is real AirPods. I think this is like an AirPod. This is like the first gen AirPod, like the first ever AirPod, or AirPods first gen. Looks really nice. Yeah. Okay, now I want to show you guys my dumb phones and my watches I have. So let's get started with the dumb phone. So we have this like Windows phone. I found this in like a Target bin. It actually does work, but it does a little bit of water damage, so that's why it kind of like shuts off when I unplug it. But it's actually still really cool. And over here we have like a Samsung Verizon phone. You probably saw that in my like shorts up there. It's actually a Samsung. It's actually like a Java phone and runs Java OS. And some functions on this does not work properly, but it does look pretty cool. And over here for my watches, first we have the Apple Watch SE first gen, 40 millimeters, works fully good with no issues. It's gold, by the way. And over here we have his Minecraft watch. I got this from from Marshalls actually, and it's also pretty cool. Okay, now I'm gonna be showing you guys my iPods, and my iPod collection did increase a lot compared to my last collection video. So let's get started. So first we'll be with an iPod Touch 2nd Gen, 8GB. Works fully good with no issues. By the way, I've actually seen a lot of like iPod Touch 2nd Gens on like eBay, Mercari and stuff with 8GB for really cheap price. And which means you can actually like buy a lot of them, I feel like. Because I've seen like a lot of like 8GB ones on there for like a really cheap price. Yeah. Next up, you have an iPod Touch 4th Gen. This one I actually found in the Target bin. It has some dead pixels up here, but it doesn't really affect the function of the iPod. And it works fully good with no issues. This one's 16GB and it looks like a lot scratched up. Probably because it was like sitting in the bin when I found this. And this one is 30, and this one's the white one. This one is 32GB, and this one's 32GB. This one used to be on iOS 5, but I kind of updated like an idiot because my other one kind of broke. But yeah, this one's like less scratched up than this one. But it's still pretty cool because I did put some music on here. Next up, we have an iPod Touch 5th Gen. This thing is pink, 64GB, and it's really nice. I actually do like this one. And lastly, we have the last iPod ever made, the iPod Touch 7. This one's 32GB gold. It works fully good with no issues. And surprisingly, I had this thing for like over a year, and there's not a single scratch on the screen. Cause I've seen scratched up ones on like eBay or in Mercari as well. But yeah, pretty nice. Okay, guys. Lastly, I want to show you guys my iPads and stuff. So first up, we have the Nintendo Switch here. It works really good. I got this on my birthday. And over here we have two iPad minis. We have an iPad mini 2, 32 gigabyte, works fully good with no issues, space gray. And yeah. Next up we have is a iPad. Oh shoot, I can't. Sorry guys, there's a missed FaceTime notifications and okay, so yeah, this is an iPad mini 4. It's 128 gigabyte gold. Works fully good with no issues. I know that it's a bad one. This thing also dies a little bit faster like the Air 2. But yeah, works good for like the most part. Now, iPads down here, we have an iPad Air 2, 128 gigabyte space gray. iPad 9th Gen, my main iPad, 64 gigabyte space gray. iPad 4, white 16 gigabyte. iPad 6, 128 gigabyte space gray. And lastly, we have is an iPad 2, 16 gigabyte black. Works fully good with no issues. Well, actually, this thing does have like engraving on the back, but it's nothing really that special. It just says chess, but yeah, not the board game chess. So yeah, guys, I think this is it for my full phone collection of. So yeah, I think this is my full device collection of March 2023. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment for more, and I'll see you all in my next video. And I just want to say a little bit more things before I end this video here. I will have to do a lot of editing after this video. Plus, hopefully this video will go well, cause this is my first time making a phone, making this in like a different style. But if you guys miss anything, comment down below, and I'll try to get them as much details in like either my next collection video I make or stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.